Hey guys, so it was just recently my birthday and my girlfriend got me a gym bag. So as I was transitioning from my old gym bag to my new gym bag, I found a lot of stuff that I thought you guys might find interesting to go ahead and kind of check out to see what I usually bring with me back over to the gym whenever I'm lifting on any given day. So let's go ahead and kind of start off with these shoes. These are also a gift from my girlfriend. She got them for me last year. So they're the Reebok Power shoes. They are a flat shoe, so this is definitely great for whenever I'm squatting, and also for whenever I'm deadlifting. Personally, I also use them for benching because I really like the flexibility in them, and I do bench with my heels up. They're very grippy, so that's a definite plus whenever you're squatting, benching, deadlifting. And then also they're very tight on the laces, and they have a high top, so I really like just how overall they feel secure. Now I also have a pair of Nike Romaleos. So these ones I actually don't use as often. I still keep them in my gym bag just in case. Sometimes I do pop them out for accessory work just to kind of do extra work, but for a while I did use them just for reasons on kind of my own squatting mechanics and also my body length proportions. These didn't end up being the best shoe for me because they do have a heel. So that just made it a little bit harder for me to go ahead and squat, and they used to pitch me forward just a little bit. So now I stick to the other shoes, but I still do have them in my bag just in case. Now another thing that you probably see me wearing in a lot of my videos are these blue cuffs. So I use them to go ahead and bench and also to go ahead and squat. For squatting, I had a lot of problems with the low bar. It would give me a lot of tendonitis in my elbows and then kind of shoulder problems. So once I went ahead and popped these on, it really made a big difference. And also for my benching, just to go ahead and kind of keep everything nice and tight and secure. So these ones are from howmuchabench.net. And they're actually pretty inexpensive. So if you have any tendonitis problems, they're definitely worth checking out. Another thing that I have are the gangster wraps. So these ones I also got from the same site. So I use them for, once again, my squatting and my benching. Squatting to go ahead and kind of really take the pressure off the wrist, the elbow, and also the shoulder. And then benching to go ahead and make sure I keep my wrists up nice and solid. So whenever I'm going ahead and pushing through, I'm not having my wrists fold over. Once again, from the same site, I do have a slingshot. So this one's strictly just for bench, for obvious reasons. But I use them to go ahead and overload on any heavy days. I haven't used it as often as I would like to, but the times that I have used it, it's definitely fun to go ahead and kind of load up the bar with more than you're used to. So it's definitely a good product to go ahead and kind of have in your little arsenal just for fun. Now, let's see. These ones are the wraps that I currently wear. So in all of my squat videos, you'll go ahead and you'll see me wearing the Lilliebridge World Record wraps. All of our teammates also have them, but they're just spectacular wraps. They really are very unique in that they're very tough, and they give a really solid rebound off the bottom. So I really enjoy these, and these are the only wraps I would ever really use, to be honest. But before these ones, I did use these black ones, which are also from howmuchabench.net. They're just a little softer in terms of the rebound. So I got them for my first meet because I wasn't used to reps and I wanted to go ahead and kind of learn. And this was a nice transition into a little bit of the more quote-unquote hardcore ones like the Lilliebridge World Record reps. So I do have them in here just in case I ever want to go ahead and pop them on and not use the red ones. Now, I also have my belt. So this one I've had for almost 2-3 years now. It's 10 millimeter and it's also a lever. I've really come to go ahead and love this belt. I use it for my squat, I use it for my bench, and I also use it for my deadlift. A lot of people don't use belts for when they bench, but I like to because it gives me a nice tight arch and it takes a lot of lower back pain away. So this one's definitely one of my favorites. It's very sturdy and it's definitely going to last a very long time, as you can tell. It's It's a very durable piece of material. It's made out of leather. Now, I just recently also got some Beats headphones. My girlfriend got them for my birthday as well, along with this nice gym bag. But I usually don't use headphones for my main lifts because we have the stereo blaring in the gym. But these will become awesome for when I go ahead and do accessory lifts, because it'll help me kind of push a little bit more, since I tend to get lazy with my accessories, since I get really excited about my main lifts as a power lifter naturally. This is my singlet, so in just about every single video you'll see me kind of wearing this one. It's from my sponsor, Newfound Power, and I use it because it just makes everything on video clear. So, you know, whether I'm benching and my butt's coming off the bench, you know, whether I'm hitting depth on the squat, singlet makes everything clear. That's why people compete in them. But then also for the deadlift, I really like it because it comes up to my thigh, you know, and I can go ahead and really kind of put myself through with the bar without anything kind of getting in the way, like say big baggy sweatpants. So you can check them out at newfoundpower.com. And then kind of along the same lines with that, so this is baby powder that we go ahead and we use for when we deadlift. So if you're ever wondering what that white powder on our thighs are, that's what it is. So it kind of just, once again, keeps some of that friction off from the bar rubbing up against the leg, and it makes it into a nice smooth movement. So that's a definite in my bag. I also have chalk. I bought it in a pack of 12 just because I tend to run through it a lot, because I use it myself and I share it with my teammates. I got this from liftinglarge.com. So you can either go with a 1 block or with a 12 block, just depending on how many you use. But chalk is a definite must for squatting, benching, deadlifting, just to go ahead and kind of get a little bit more grip on everything. I also have ammonia from the same site, so this is just to go ahead and kind of fire up right before a big set. It kind of opens up the airway, and it kind of just shocks the body. So definitely would suggest this if you don't already have some ammonia in your gym bag. Also, I have this Arctic Balm. This is pretty awesome for anything like tendonitis or just general muscle soreness. It alleviates some of that pain. It's more or less like an icy hot, so definitely good to keep in there because you never know. Also, I have a band. This one I got from EliteFTS.com. So it's just for a lot of different shoulder stretching exercises. I like to use it for band pull-aparts and that sort of thing. I have a lacrosse ball. I use it for rolling out. So just to go ahead and kind of really get in there nice and tight, where a foam roller usually can't get in, or a rumble roller can't do the work that it needs to do. And then last but not least, I have a shaker from my sponsor as well. So I just use it for my pre-workouts, that sort of thing. I usually, you know, forget them whether they're at home or in my car, so it's always nice to keep one in my bag as well. So that's pretty much it that I use in my gym bag, or that I have in my gym bag. Generally, you'll always see me wearing at least one of these things, whether I'm squatting, benching, or deadlifting, or if I'm not using it on video, it's because I'm using it kind of behind the scenes. So if you have any questions about any of the things that I use here, feel free to go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe as well, and you can go ahead and check me out on my Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, which are linked down in the About Me section. So thank you.